Lori Zanoni, and welcome to day 28 of our Healthy Made Easy 30-day challenge. Today, we're going to finish looking up our nutrition label to understand what we are getting from that particular food. We want to now look at the section that shows the nutrients. It will show you some key nutrients that can impact your health. You can use the label to support your personal dietary needs by looking for foods that contain more of the nutrients that you want to get more of and less of the nutrients that you may want to limit. Examples of nutrients to get less of include saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars. Saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars are nutrients that are listed on the label that may be associated with adverse health effects. And Americans generally consume too much of them, according to the recommended limits for these nutrients. Eating too much saturated fat and sodium, for example, is associated with an increased risk of developing some health conditions like cardiovascular disease and high blood pressure. Consuming too much added sugars can make it hard to meet important nutrient needs while staying within our calorie limits. What are added sugars and how are they different from total sugars? Total sugars on the nutrition facts label include sugars that naturally present themselves in many nutritious foods and beverages, such as sugar in milk and fruit, as well as any added sugars that may be present in the product. No daily reference value has been established for total sugars because no recommendation has been made for the total amount to eat in a day. The American Heart Association does make a recommendation, and it says for men to consume no more than 9 teaspoons a day, and for women to consume no more than 6 teaspoons a day. For example, a 12-ounce soda has at least 10 teaspoons of sugar. So if you had one 12-ounce soda, you would exceed these recommendations from the American Heart Association. Added sugars on the nutrition facts label include sugars that are added during the processing of foods, such as sucrose or dextrose. Foods packaged as sweeteners, such as table sugar. Sugars from syrups and honey, and sugars from concentrated fruit or vegetable juices. Nutrients to get more of include dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium are nutrients on the label that Americans generally do not get the recommended amount of. So they are identified as nutrients to get more of. Eating a diet high in dietary fiber can increase the frequency of bowel movements, lower blood glucose and cholesterol levels, and reduce caloric intake. Diets higher in vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium can reduce the risk of developing osteoporosis, anemia, and high blood pressure. Remember, you can use the label to support your personal dietary needs by choosing foods that contain more of the nutrients that you want to get more of and less of the nutrients that you may want to limit. Now, let's look at these nutrients with their percentage daily value. The percentage daily value, or DV, is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in a serving of the food. The daily values are reference amounts, and they're expressed in grams, milligrams, or micrograms of nutrients to consume. Your action step for today is to go back to the food that you found in your pantry yesterday and that you evaluated for serving size and calories. Today, we're going to analyze it for nutrients to get less of and nutrients to get more of. When you look at the percentage of daily values, does this food help you meet your healthier goals? If it does, great. If it doesn't, then maybe this is a food to make as a special occasion food and not one to eat on a regular basis. Again, this doesn't mean that you won't ever eat this food again. It just means that you know where it fits in your healthier plan. That's it for today. Now go out and make it a healthy day.